In this video, we will explain the different sections of the kindergarten scope and sequence. The columns you see on the screen show the content that is taught in our kindergarten OG lessons. First, we have the lesson numbers. Then, new, which are the new phonograms and graphemes that are taught in the lessons. Phonemic awareness shows the activities that are in each of the lessons. Memory words. These words are either in red or black. The red words are words that are not decodable. There are parts in the word that are not fair, so these words need to be memorized. The words in black are words that children will eventually be able to decode once they learn the rules and patterns for those words. So until then, we treat them as memory words. For example, the word "and" is not decodable at the time it is taught, since students have not learned the sounds for N and D. Once students learn these sounds, then the word will be decodable for them. The next column is fluency. We begin with letter naming fluency and then move to decodable text. The Other Concepts column shows the other skills that occur at certain times throughout the year, such as handwriting, sentence dictation, and SRS forms. The last three columns in the scope and sequence are leveled pacing. If you are teaching whole class OG, we recommend that you start on Level 3 pacing. Students come into kindergarten with different skill sets, and Level 3 is the most supportive for all students. Level 2 and Level 3 start off the same until word families are introduced. Then Level 2 skips some lessons. When you reach word families, you may have a better understanding of the needs of your students and may decide that Level 2 pacing is a better option, or decide that skill-based grouping is what your students need. Before you switch to Level 2 pacing or decide on skill-based grouping, you want to gather some data points: letter naming fluency and first sound fluency. Level 1 pacing is a more aggressive pacing, and one that we don't recommend using for whole class OG. It is one we recommend using if you are skill-based grouping. If you are skill-based grouping, Level 1 pacing would be your on and above grade level students. Level 2 would be your on and slightly below, and Level 3 would be your at-risk students. Where you see a number in that column, it would indicate to stop and teach that lesson, and if there is a blank in that column, it would indicate to skip or omit delivering that lesson. In our kindergarten lessons, we provide checkpoint assessments, which are helpful in gathering information on skills your students may need more repetition on, either in a small group setting or as a whole class. As you and your team work together to determine the best plan for your students, please feel free to reach out if you have any questions. This concludes the kindergarten scope and sequence portion of training.